third and final speaker from our senior Victorian team to wrap up the debate for the senior Victorians, John Michael Howson.
One of the problems with lack of respect for older people starts actually with parenting. It used to be that parents demanded respect from their children. Now they really want to be their kids' best friend. So we have a situation where parents don't like to discipline their children because it may make them the enemy. Well, I think all of us at one stage in our teen years probably loathed our parents because they were giving us restraints, things we could do and things that we couldn't do.
For many families, that's been thrown out the window. It's just a case of having someone in the house who you happen to have fathered or mothered, but nobody that you want to connect with in a way that may make you unpopular. So give them pocket money, send them out. When you have a meal, only communicate by looking at a television screen, never have a conversation. And these kids grow up without any sense of respect or discipline. So how can you change that later on? As people get older, if they haven't had children, haven't demanded that their children behave in a decent way, then they will carry that on as the parents get older into middle or old age. But as the saying goes, the show's not over until the fat lady sings. And the same goes with life. It's not over till it's over. And I think that a lot of people who retire from a lifetime in which their productivity has been it's been the way they've been assessed as a person, they were judged by their work and what they did. And when they retire, it's like a limb has been cut off. They really flail around. Now, it's all great if you've got the time to go and play golf and fish and play tennis or whatever you want to do. But it's not really contributing much to the world around you. And I think a lot of people miss golden opportunities to be an integral and important part of the world around them. Unfortunately, young people see retirees or seniors as people who have passed it. They're all they've got nothing to contribute. They just take up space. Excuse my voice, I've got a terrible cold. However, although I stopped counting birthdays when I was 39, I now find that I am in the senior category. I don't demand people respect me for that. I would like to think that they respected me for what I achieved in my life, and I still, hopefully, am achieving. In the theatre, I could have been counted as an old codger who just happened to write. But I wanted to contribute to the lives of the young people with whom I came in contact. There's a score of multi-talented young people around, and they appear in the shows that I've written. And I just didn't want to sit there watching them rehearse. So I made myself available for them to come and talk to me and seek my advice. Not that I advertised that, I was just there. And it was very interesting how many of them had this enormous talent but didn't know where to go. So I made myself very much available for them to come and talk to me, and through that I think I earned their respect, because they started to see me as a friend and a confidant and somebody that would help them go through this minefield called show business. And so it could be with older people who are fit enough and able enough and alert enough to pass on what they have learned over a lifetime. They can see young people not as them over there, but as people that they can get advice from. Believe it or not, I think young people can give older people advice. I mean, a lot of us, we have to admit, confronted with the age of the new technology, are absolutely technologically illiterate. So by having that, the kids know how to do that at 5, they know what they're doing. I'm still a dunce. I can work a computer, the rest of it I don't know. Imagine the respect I would get if I sat down with young people and said, how does that work? You tell me, you take me into the new age. Instead of sitting around criticising their music and their lives, because there are, of course, a handful of kids that aren't very good people, but most of them are good people and very savvy, and we should, I think, use that intelligence in the new age to bring us up to speed today. And so many of us criticise and never listen, and I think that's very, very sad. There's a saying that goes, when I was 16 I thought my father knew nothing about anything, but when I was 26 I was amazed at how much he'd learned in the last 10 years. So we are living in an age ruled by technology, a whole new sound and music and entertainment and whatever, and we can't shut our minds or our ears to that. But I think it would help tremendously if we actually got those young people to give us the advice that we need to move into this new age and therefore earn their respect. Thank you.
Thanks, John Michael.